Guess who's back? Two barb squad. Wow. That's a good casino. I like it. Let's leave it like this. I'll prepare something. For example, close this one first. So here is the gamble. Oh, it's something active, pretty active here. Thunderstorming. Oh, that's a bad moment to do this. Actually, not that great, not terrible. There should be some focus, and second squad is also required here. Guys from for Deutschland are also here and ready to fight. Thunder seems like he sold his first pack, but it's 7 to 7, which is pretty okay. But he just should to enter with the other scouts. Warriors. What is he doing? Everything is good here for David, but there are a lot of warriors just staying AFK for bot, so he decided to click Storm, which is like a meme. Classic is spinning here, I can understand him. Looks like Forks and Swords got this one. Barbs for David are wild, I must say. Хуйня, they say. But still. Okay, so they will start banning. -2. So let's wait. This is the second round of Swiss, of the first stage. I would probably rename it a little bit, like it's still first stage, second round. As the second stage stands for single elimination part. Minus Riverlands Silver. The answer is Petra and Dunes of Death. Fjords, burning skies. Double roads, nomad. Very interesting. I want to see Lifkin. Lifkin is interesting. Miruch was okay, but kinda tricky. roads are already banned, no? So no Arctic. Well, I think Thunder, as an author, he enjoys Chaotica. So, in case if for Deutschland allows them to pick it, he will pick it. Nah. So it's Livkin, Idei, or Schlesich. I don't mind seeing another game of Schlesich, but I would prefer Livkin. Not today, though. Well, as far as I remember, their first game, I mean, the Fox and Swords, was on E-Day, so probably they want to repeat. Time will tell, though. We did it, boys. I want to see a new Livkin. Because actually I loved this map when I played the tournament 2 years ago, but back then it was without random storehouse placement, it was static. The only downside of that map was the battlefield, and actually it's still so. But now it should be more interesting with the huge randomization here. As far as I know, it's the same as on Schlesich initial script. Let me check. Livkin, yeah, that's a random storehouse, either both placement and amount of resource. That is what I like. That is interesting to watch in current 60 pitch time. So now we shall wait for them to start. Actually, those dudes are quite fast. That is what I can admire in them. Okay, I see 6 plus 7, which is great. With the farm opened. So, the mirror position here is, I think, this one. Probably. Oh, it's equal for everyone. Oh, it seems like it's equal here for everyone. Yeah? Okay. So, what we can say about the resource? A lot! And I want to say really a lot of gold initially, but quite a low amount of food. I mean, only 3 fish on the map without fish at all. And though 46 loaves of bread, only 16 wines. Wine barrels. So players should pay some more attention to food. And you like blue. Do not tell me that you again bet your 10 stones. Let me see. Yeah. Just a poser, you know. Only 10. You cannot trick me with that. I see it. Your bet is only 10 stones. You just wanted to color yourself like you actually support something. Yeah, it's Livkin. Palmalivkin. Hello, hello guys. It's Livkin with such a random. It's pretty standard because it's almost the same as the initial placement of storehouse. I mean, it's nothing like here. It's a good random on iron at PT. It is the same as an original map. The problem is that iron is good, but you have to reach the gold anyway, so you will pull your town down here. And the same is with wood. Of course, you can build, for example, some early iron mines and just store. Store, or I like this. I like this language. We'll see. The good thing here is that this high amount of initial gold, it was like 79 or 78, something like that. So it's no need in Russian here. It all can wait. Actually, despite this closely located iron, I really don't like this position of coal. When I play this, I usually just build all the production here on the bottom near this coal, because this is so much more comfortable to get. Oh, actually, I forgot to close my window. Give me a minute. It's like it's very cold in Russia this time of the year. Who said that Russians are scared of it anyway? Anyway, you need some airing out. But we also have a central heating, so... Actually, I wonder about his in position. Like, where? Because here is happy little tree made by Bob Ross. Fast farm, guys trying to use the opportunities of it. Actually, this low amount of wood will probably force players to do something unusual. Especially if you have some tree trunks, the building of the second sawmill is required. Is there any change? Well, there is no changes in the battlefield. Which can possibly make this map a little bit campy. I mean, in terms of what these defensive positions. But it's still bearable. I just know some guys who can't stand these rows, like they are not straight. Only one woodcutter for now. Compared to 4 here, though their productivity is under question. Even with those zones. Can you explain why is all of this, I don't know, bow 4? I mean, you should probably do this side road as long as you play 60 piece time and you have time for it. Just not because you will lose more time with this piece of... he's actually drawing a bow, look at this. This is for tower for sure, I think. Never mind. No questions here. Lol time. Hello. I see you guys are enjoying coming here when it's almost a midnight in Russia. I mean in Moscow region. Because I don't see you quite often, especially, for example, Harry. And now, as there is one of sudden games, which wasn't planned, usually plays best games on Veta. We usually gather at 20, yeah, 20 of local time, like 8 p.m. till 11. As there are a lot of people who have to wake up early. So guys are building stuff. I didn't know what to comment here, so finally he decided to make this road. Just not to make this long way. Maybe a resource check. What about wood? Only one timber and only 2 timbers here, which is quite scary, as there is a lot of stuff to build, and it was at his moment that he knew he fucked up. Not he exactly. I was checking. David. Well, at least he has 3 trunks, so it's not a problem. He just in huge need of the second sawmill, which is ready right now, but so probably not many horses. Well, or it's just a bakery and the horses. I mean, the amount of bread is quite huge. Sausages are just okay, it's just not enough wine and fish. But yeah, this map doesn't have any fish. So probably, just probably... Nah, the bakery is required anyway, I think. That is what someone was talking about among Georg. But the problem is your amount of timbers. Actually, here at least I see a lot of tree trunks, so the problem is in the late sawmill. But as for this guy, he can find himself in a tough position. His coal mine, oh. That stinks, but that not that much because of 78 or something like that initial gold, so it's pretty okay. It's nothing scary about that. David is in a good position. The only mistake is just a little bit late sawmill, but Botso is suffering. Everything went wrong for him. I mean, really wrong. Hell with that gold. He just doesn't have enough woodcutters, and their timing is meh. And these two are just chilling. This one is like... It's maybe when you can't play... that's the thing, actually. You have to adapt. Yeah, exactly. Any thoughts, guys? One long road from top to bottom without any side road, and inn is so far away from a storehouse. I mean, it is probably good in terms of further routes of any citizens, like they will just come to the center of the city, so they will walk less. But the initial launch, so to say, is promising to be problematic. Actually, I was wondering about this. This is not that scary. Though there is only one road as well here. I mean, like 4 tiles here would be great for him. And I mean, really, as he has this square around, just these 4 roads. Come on, you can do it. 1, 2, 3. That's 5. Okay, thank you. Stream snipe detected. Just kidding, of course. That was I was talking about. His farm is quite. More circle like road in the peak hour. Looks like this one. Probably a little bit better though. Holy Jesus. That's a good decision, of course. That's what was required. But 3 minutes ago. With the in positioning like this. Nothing scary though. It will be fixed soon. So what about our woodless dude? Still catching up, a lot of wares made. Some citizens gap for no reason. Actually, I don't like when guys just blocks block the gold delivery on your storehouse. I can understand that it's quite a far road, but you need some kind of stock before the start of ordering like equipping recruits. I mean, ordering them. Four, 5, 3 here, but they are effective. I mean, at least should be added right now, I think. And unless there will be 4, I mean, and it will start working immediately. This as well. So yeah, it's like mill plus stables. Actually, it seems like it will be some kind of town hall, right? I mean, no leather, making horses, and bread, and a lot of gold, and iron. On basis, I agree, stacking gold is necessary. This one seems like a normal base, as I see a swine farm. This one as well. Well, I saw 2 times. The first one was Motherland game against Skeletor and B, and there, like, Gross played with iron plus gold, and Ritter played with iron plus militia, and they won it easily in 3 minutes. And the second one was SoundCloud versus Napik and Vieto, and W33 just made iron plus gold and wiped the enemies away. He was able to do it 1 versus 2 or 2 versus 2 without his barbs anyway. He could just throw them away. The proper TH build was from W33. That was a perfect condition for that. I mean, 6 gold mines with really difficult food conditions. So that was really favorable for Town Hall there. Because when you are low in terms of food, you anyway you have to spend some of your corn to to make bread. And in this case, it's just the same for you and the iron plus gold player. You want to spend your corn to swines to make a lot of leather, like a critical mass of leather, to make both bows to kill all the barbarians or warriors, and some kind of a shield wall before them. And yet, when you don't have that, you're just dead. Simple as that. I actually thought that it was even possible for Town Hall build there if W43 has only 3 iron gold mountains. I mean, he could just stock it, maybe trade a little bit, and after that just build some farms and go into swines for like some kind of a late game. But there was no need in that because there was 6 gold mines, so he could just scale his gold economy. Let's go broken rebound. How many gold mine spots are there? Like 5, 6? In this case, it should be broken. As well as you probably want to make iron only builds in 6720 with some locations with 5 closely located iron mines. That's the same thing. That's a good opportunity to chat with you guys during the PT. That was not possible with a delay, actually. Oh, some wood issues from DontTalk. That's unpleasant. No, anti-thunder random map cheat. What is anti-thunder random map cheat? Speaking of thunder, he's just building some kind of a side road without any plans of building some buildings. Because he has troubles with wood as well. I think every player is going to have such. Well, Thunder also has the least amount of buildings already. Get a location where normal base doesn't work or won't work, but you can see in many cases. Well, Town Hall itself is a building which is stronger on early game stages, and if you can, for example, you can lower the amount of players' armies overall by 2 things. You can lower the peacetime, or you can make the map more difficult. So this is a tool we are speaking about, is making map more difficult. So of course, the more difficult this map, the stronger Town Hall is. In this case, to do so, you can also, for example, play Richland or Golden Cliffs on 50 peacetime. It will be the same. He would probably prefer playing Town Hall and leave farms for later. I mean, with 3 gold mine slots, it's more than enough. I would also recommend you guys to play 50 peacetime because you can choose all those old maps which you cannot play 4 vs 4 on 60 right now because of their battlefield, like Ending the Tyranny, Richland, Dead of Winter, Golden Cliffs, Shadow Realm. Which else? Back in the Desert. What else old maps do you know, guys? You know what I mean. Did David ignore a gold slot? You mean this, or what? He's still able to build it here, but it's a bad idea, because later on you would prefer to build it here just to make this our mountain, like, last longer. I see that players are stuck with wood here. Actually, I know why, because when I played this map, that was like, you have to catch these forests always, otherwise you are, well, not fucked, but in trouble, like slightly, or not slightly. It depends on what do you exactly mean or feel when you are fucked and when you are just slightly in trouble. Here, Batso decided just to, I guess, just to plant something, which is good in long terms, but all players are in need of those trees right now, like on in period from the like 28th to 36 minutes, something like that. Without touching this, it can be problematic. Or they just could do this planting woodcutters a little bit earlier. Because we can see here. Well, actually, David possesses the whole game such a enormous amount of tree trunks. Because he's Pipiga, which cannot build his the third sawmill for 35 minutes. I mean, you know, that's a state when you actually do almost everything right, but you messed up in just one parameter, and you are as bad as all the others on this map. But well, actually, he could be better than them. He could. He did everything right, except one thing. Dude, are you serious? Okay, okay, this one. Well, Thunder said, bruh. Bruh. So guys, I have a medicine for you. You can kick out this guy. Okay, that won't work because this one is empty. Well, the recipe is... Yeah, this is one. Let him... That's like Hunger Games. Holy Jesus. That's a nice one. Actually, I also wonder about this barracks positioning. I know that's a good way to just take your goods and move away from this map. But nothing critical though. So he also used this thing because this coal is so unpleasant to build, so he just moved all his eco here, and that is what I respect because this one is so disgusting to make. I don't know. I just feel some kind of inner unpleasant innerly pleasant like this when I do such thing, especially in cases that it's not enough, because you usually want to make a 2 tiles gap, and in this case it just will be empty by pity end. So yeah, some kind of Hunger Games here without timbers. That's not that bad though. This one is Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. No, some wine setup. Probably instead of this. 12 buildings. 8 farms is a solid thing. No food problems, stables, 3 swineries. Is it even allowed to name it swinery? Like winery, but swinery. Probably the 4th one, and he is pretty solid. His iron production is ready and steady. Gold is here. So yeah, probably just for swine farm a little bit later when this will work properly. For now he doesn't have some excess corn. Actually, I'm surprised that these are just empty slots for farm without farms, but I can understand that he just is full focused on his iron plus gold industry. And here are some traffic issues as well. They are probably unavoidable. I'm sure that some kind of an expert city building will manage. For example, if you don't want to build here a tower, which means you will not do it unless you are retarded, you can build this and it might help a little bit. I mean, the reason why I am talking about this is actually this. While he possesses 80 serfs, which is okay, something doesn't work as intended. It's 50 for now, which is meh. I mean, there is no high scaling, it's only 3 metallurgists. It's pretty more to the right instead of down, so... Well, you still probably want to make all your iron and gold production here because of the placement of coal. So you cannot avoid building these buildings somewhere else. And these are, well, okay, he will probably move mills, because for now you just imagine being a serf which delivers corn from here, like, and here. This is kinda unpleasant, right? And actually it make an extra pressure to these roads for nothing, actually. So he probably just should build mills somewhere, but actually it's difficult to find where exactly. But all the other buildings, I think they are quite okay. More up, your city is just too tall with long runs to every building. Yeah, probably. But These are already a little bit moved to right, so questions maybe only to this. Access to gold, which is kinda okay. I mean, you just... Well, actually, with his fast farm, he could make one swine farm just to open like tannery and armory workshop. But nah, it's too long for almost no impact in case if you want to just rush your opponent and not make an economy for a long ride. But so also possess 31 gold chests. Or well, it's 3 smelters here, though there are only 3 consumers, so it is required to build like 3 plus 2 and 4 smithy, which is smelter actually. When I see this, I would have left to play tournament. To play this tournament. Actually, I was expecting you here playing it. As well as some other beta exclusive players. That's sad. Well, the problem with the low amount of food, you want to build your default economy, right? You build farms, you build swine farms, and then you suddenly realize that you are dying of famine. And then you build 2 mills. And your opponent also built 2 mills. But instead of other farms and some kind of really effective long ride economy, he just make this one, which is faster and more effective. In terms that barbarian is usually 1 versus 1 is more powerful than every leather unit, even scout. And therefore we get a situation where you build your farms and then you just have to hold this game for like a lot of like 15 minutes maybe to make your economy better than the opponent's one. But the problem is that if your opponent plays with Town Hall, he has no even some side thoughts. He just understands perfectly that his time is now. And there he goes. His gold is pretty bad though. Well, still better than Thunder's leather, I assume. Give me a second. Like, this is like 28 leather jackets for now. Because while he is leader in terms of corn, he spent a lot. Well, not that a lot, though. Where is his corn? I wonder. No such thing. Smear from Nonag. I want to see powerful, not this. Shame on him. There are 5 metallurgists working on 3 mines. 5 mines. Ah, there. And trading some extra gold here. Well, will I be right if I say that he gained just 17 chests from this market, which means 2 barbarians? Because actually, maybe not on this map, which can be campy, but I would prefer just to release militia in this case. Militias are a little bit underestimated, guys. By those who doesn't play 35. Militia is underestimated. It's just usually you are, if you build default strategy, you are able to give all of your militia a leather jacket and a wooden shield. So it's not a militia, it's an axe fighter. As you don't have some extra gold. Some axes. But honestly. So what about warfare? This is pretty balanced. Some swords are required still, though. It's balanced, but not huge overall. And this is just... Nah, I don't know. For me, Town Hall is building which power should be accumulated as early as possible. In this case, you can get some kind of a critical mass of gold, and it will be helpful. For now, it's like... How much? How many? It's 7 barbarians, almost 8. No, 88 is 88 is 64. Quite the bad of maths. It's 7. 7 right now. 7 barbarians is, well, da. It's a good addition, but actually if he just paid a little more... Can someone explain what the f is this? I mean, every man should protect their rear, I understand, but... face also requires some protection, you know? And also, what about this one? Nah, these guys just don't pay attention. He counts on his army to protect the fronts. You know, in this case, I would do the following thing. I would place some fences here, like 3 fences is probably enough. And then I would plug the holes with 1 lance. Or better, with 1 rebel. And if someone wants to intrude my base, I will get either notification about my city is attacked or my army is attacked. It's a win-win situation, I mean. And by far it's better than spend so long road and resource to build those piece of defense. Nah. Actually, we were laughing at Thunder to his hunger problems, but actually Basso is experiencing them a little bit higher. The funny moments, while he has weapons for, let me guess, 80 soldiers, his amount of recruits is only 57. Well, actually, that's not that bad after all. Look at this. This is a decent, quite a good amount, actually. Maybe the iron is not that scary, but this one is going to be okay. It's like almost 25, 26 approximately barbarians, which is good. What about here? This was the scariest shit, but it doesn't followed by wooden weapons at all. He would probably make stables faster, and also recruits are well. Actually, his iron is really strong. And what about Thunder? Nice horse. This is quite balanced. This is okay. Low amount of iron, which is not that good. Insane potential, but the thing is, when you play against Town Hall, there is no such thing as potential, because you have to protect your ass and face right after PT end. Have any meaningful gold in TH? I actually have no idea whether he has TH or no. And the thing I mean that playing against Town Hall, you have to be ready right after PT end. You have no time to fix your problems, you have no potential or some later boosts. It doesn't matter. Because your even maybe not that big potential will be enough to beat the base without swines. By the way, what about your bets, guys? Oh, they are equal. 50-50. I'll get some water. Potential. One day I will play 60 peacetime with some 35 PT strategy, which usually is probably pikes plus X-bows plus 100 plus militia on some kind of wide battlefield, 1 versus 1, and I will be victorious. Because just the opponent will make their 100 bows with no infantry, and we will lose. Because bows are imba, I am Pipiga. I don't need some other units on my battlefield, I can only make bows. Scout is a unit of shit, of course. But this unit is shit in beta is required. At least one. It's like it's just like a spot of what's this the name? Like inclusive slot like this. You know what I mean. For scouts. The lens commander. Lenses are actually very decent, even in 6720. Everything is better than making bows only. Unless you play on some kind of a campy map, like Golden Cliffs 3 versus 3. Okay, there is no place for lenses. There are only bows. They are just shooting, and you are happy because there is just no place for maneuver with current armies. Town hall. It's for one rebel because it's Thunder, of course. Okay, let's check. What are they going to do? So these are fast horses for scouting. Meanwhile, they are stuck in some kind of a traffic jam. Level player. You know, meta is temporary, but style is eternal. Well, actually, a famine caught David. Has caught somehow. He needs some things to fix. Probably even leather jackets. As for his potential, well, these two are doing nothing right now. This one is doing nothing right now. So he is in huge need of adding some more woodcutters like here when there are some already trees. And of course add the sawmill. And the weapon workshop. And feed this guy. And give some more to this guy. I expected you to have an advantage in spam, but they're playing with town hall. Ah, that is what. So he wanted to. To what? Well, some kind of an cunning plan is here. So they are drawing a snail. Style is eternal. And this is something from Lawcraft. Like Tulhu. And you can use Scout for that. Some horse dances. Oh, intruder! Intruder! Alarm! Alarm! Alert! This is what I was talking about. This is just empty. And that sucks. Because in case if you move, if case of moving iron mines from here to here, your production is still here. Oh. Hello? Tournament police? Thunder? Just Tell this man that he is not right and he is violating the law. So you will have a right to disqualify him for this. Actually, it was written after the game where Igor checked on Chlisic checked the whole land behind enemy bases and then asked, is it possible to scout with builders, just to give some orders on this lane. And this is something the same. So okay, in terms of army, difficult to compare actually, as there are different playstyles. We should probably check by team's army power, which stands for these two guys. Well, in terms of amount, they are quite equal, but barbarians make a difference. If only I knew how to read it. So, how many... Well, it's 36... that's quite scary, actually. But the longer the game is, the deadlier the Thunder's town, actually, is. Because he's fixing nothing and he has... Well, he's... no market for him. And this is like... this... Yeah, that is what I was talking about. Well, what about the... Thunder is quite low in numbers. That is a problem. I mean, bows are okay, it will be enough to shoot these barbarians, especially in case that... Except them, DontTalk is quite poor. I mean, iron condition. It's not that great. Well, these are actually scary, but... Well, there is an answer. The problem is how it will be executed. And actually you want some pikes to see as well. Or rebels. The rebels will unfortunately die too fast. So they are moving somewhere... So... yeah. What about what does he have? Like 6 warriors? Actually, I had an idea that he probably is interested in make a full ambush troop, for example, made from vagabonds, to enter someone's city. Because for these guys with forks, it's just meh. So they are making their critical mistake. They are going out of narrow passage. Narrow passage with all those bows is your advantage. If you move out without proper amount of infantry, you are probably gonna be fucked up. Right here, right now. Even with this underbeer storm. This is underbeer for sure one. But the thing is, it was required for them to catch them while they are mistaken. They just have no right to push here. They should just defend. And now it seems like they are dead. I don't know. So what about the amount of barbarians? Still 24. His infantry is going here. This needs protection. Actually, these swords are quite far away, which is not good. And these are still holding, but Actually, and barbarians are like on the 14 and even less, but David lost all his bows. Well, but GG, what can I say? I mean, literally, you see a iron plus gold strategy. You should think about one exact moment that, well, my opponent is probably stronger than me on this period of time. So the thing I should do is to hold, to protect, and to like pull the time as long as possible. How can it be done? For example, staying in some kind of narrow passages near your base. So your economy will work on you. Well, maybe not in this case, but generally. And they just decided, nah, we don't need this narrow passage, we go on to the wide battlefield. And just in the moment they did it, DontTalk just pressed the X button and won the game. That's all. And yes, once again, in difficult food conditions, combined with... actually, what is the difference, for example... well, let me show you this one. So, the initial script of this food and all other stuff randomization has come from... Тут жопа. Здорово. Чего он опять мне на дабл идет? Так, надо это закрыть, а здесь разобраться. So, the thing I want to show you. So, the initial script is from here. Maybe not here. Probably I don't have the latest... Oh, it's in here. So, give me a moment. So, initial script is here. What can we see here? It's like a random field, like 20 to 20 tiles from the center, which you can get your storehouse. So, if you get a low amount of food, for example, what do I want to say? Actually, as we can get now, if you have a low amount of food combined with the like pleasant and comfort location of your mountains, you would probably go into iron plus gold. But for example, here on this map, it's not that comfortable. For example, it's more about choosing the direction of building your town overall. For example, if you are here, you are possible to get these two iron mines and this one golden, for example. And this golden is only 110, and if you build two here, you are probably in trouble later on. What do I mean? It's not possible here to get all of these and, for example, this at the same time to make it really worth it and powerful. The same is in terms of iron, for example, and every location is made in this way. So you are here, so you get these two gold mines. Probably you are here, okay, you get free, but instead of this you get only one iron mine, and you have to go to this long to bottom, which makes it not that comfortable to beat those strategies. And when you pull this script with low food just on the map with comfortable mines locations, in this case, those strategies with iron plus gold are too much more preferable than default ones. What can I say? There is, of course, a problem is in an execution of strategies. Especially Thunder faced a lot of troubles during the game. The most important is hunger, probably. Yeah, just look at this location. You might think that it's difficult to make farms here, and that's maybe right, but you have so many wood, so you just not pay attention, you cut it off and clear your space here. And it's still not that comfortable for you to make any kind of production, even if there are like 5 iron mines and even more gold ones. 3, 4, 5, 6. This location, like 4 and 8, is probably the fittest for such things, but even in this case. So yeah, that was an opinion. This is like an initial map where all of this meta came from. And for example, we'll compare it with this one, for example. So we've got situation when W33 had a storehouse like this, something like this. So you are in position where you are in low amount of food. So you anyway you have to spend some corn to meals, otherwise you are dead of famine. And in this case, just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Stone here, building coal mines and production here. Perfecto. So, the thing I want to say, it's not all about the copying the script, it's about the whole composition. Because in current state, in beta, it seems like you should be a little bit more careful with low amount of food. But for more information, I still want to see some games on such maps with a high amount of food instead. Maybe it will provide some more information how in this case the default strategies with leather production and iron plus gold will behave. Yeah. I'm done. So it's probably all for today. I hope so. So let's wait for further games, check up the Discord, and so on. Thank you for watching. I'm going offline. See you.